Hi there, and welcome to what is no doubt going to be a really exciting 10-15 minutes of your life. This is just kind of e-learning training and an introduction to the e-learning system, and other kind of general computer advice that you're going to find useful in the first week and then going on from there. So the first thing that you really need to know is that you log onto the computer using the EG username and password that you will hopefully have been given at this point. Don't worry if yours doesn't say EGA. It could say EGB all the way down to EGM, depending on how many people have the same initials as you. 16 is the year that you're registering. Anybody who did leave of absence might be 15. There shouldn't be any 17s, as I don't think we accept time travellers just yet. You get your username, usually you get it on the Wednesday during intro week. When you go down to get your U card, you'll be given a little paper slip which contains the password. But if you've also completed the online pre-registration stuff, you may have been given it already. It's worth pointing out that during intro week and pre-registration and UCAS, you are given a number of different usernames and passwords. Once you have this username, you have in theory completed the whole registration process, and every other username from that point on is useless. And this is the one that you use to log on to Muse, onto computers, onto the Wi-Fi. So again, you should hopefully have it. If you don't, you need to contact Kix or attend your registration event, which is on the Wednesday. Change your password, Kix/password, to make it slightly more memorable. So if you are on campus, when you open up a web browser, it'll take you straight to Sheffield University's webpage. If you're off campus, you'll have to go to Sheffield's webpage. If you're on campus and using certain machines, this bar doesn't appear sometimes, and to get it to appear, you just have to refresh the page. I can't get it to replicate the issue on my machine, but it's a common issue on campus. Click login to Muse and then enter your username and password, and it'll take you to a page that will look similar to this. Key difference is yours will say students rather than staff, and then under my services, which is Muse, your box will look similar to this, but you're not a member of staff, so you won't have these options. These options will probably be here. And then in this column you will also have things such as my student timetable and maybe society type information. Just a word of note, all kind of useful information for intro week goes on sheff.ac.uk/English/induction, and from basically week 1 onwards, most things that you will need can be found on English/current. So in terms of things you need to know, they're pretty much it. So I'm just going to quickly go through Google Mail, and I do apologise. You will get a lot of emails. By the time you're logging in today, you may have upwards of 100 emails, all of them junk, most of them crap. We will add to this. This is how we will contact you. If a seminar's cancelled, if we need to contact you about an assignment, if there's something wrong or something right going on, we will contact you through Google Mail. So you will need to keep an eye on it. And the more you keep on top of it, the easier it will be for you to get the information that we think you need. So again, I apologise for the amount of junk you'll receive, and we will add to it. One of the quirks of the university is you don't get a timetable officially. You have to create your own. To create your own, go into Google Calendar. Now, there will be a link around here that says my timetable, but it doesn't work. The university system doesn't sync up. So a couple of your modules might appear on there, and for 99% of you, pretty much nothing will appear. So what you do is you go in Google Calendar and you create your own. So on the English/induction webpage, we will be adding the lecture lists. If you put your lectures that you know you're taking into your calendar, let's just say I'm having one here. If you click Edit Event, you can say where the building is if you really want to. Now, remember when you're typing in place names that Google will try to default to more famous places. You can just ignore that though. You don't need to give it a description. You don't even need to give it a where. But put the lecture in, and what you can do is if you tell it to repeat, and you want it to repeat every week, and you want it to end after, I'm going to say you only have 13 weeks, but I'm just going to say 14 because we're in week 0. If I click done and save, you can see that I've now got Lit 102 there, and it follows me through up until Christmas. So it's a pain, but unfortunately you kind of have to cope with that. So the next thing is Mole. So Mole is our online learning environment, and the acronym is My Online Learning Environment. It's Blackboard based, which might not mean anything to you, but it's a system that most universities use. When you click on Mole, it won't usually ask you to log in. It's just I've logged myself out to do this. Once you're logged into Muse, it should let you into Mole. So this will then load up your list, and the more modules you take, the longer this list will load. As you can see here, I'm enrolled on pretty much everything, and I've had to turn a lot of those modules off to kind of get that list to load. So your list should contain all 6 modules that you're taking this year. It will also contain your Think Create module, and up here you will be enrolled on a plagiarism test. It might display here depending on how your system is arbitrarily configured. So what you do is you click on one of the modules that you want to go into, and here's one I made earlier. So this is Lit 107, and this is staff mode. So you can see all of your weeks are there. If I enter student preview mode, just try that again. This is a different way of finding modules. I have to do this because I have so many modules turned off. So yeah, if I go into student preview mode, you can see there that a lot of the things have disappeared. And I'll just go out of it again, and there we go. So the seminar sign up will appear on the left hand side. This won't appear until I believe the Friday when seminar sign-ups become available. Module sign-up is first come first serve, so the later you leave it, the less desirable times you may end up with your seminar groups. If I just go into one that is open, so our level 2 and 3s are currently doing their module sign up. So if I just go into Lit 204, see here that it's available. What you need to do to sign up is you click Seminar Sign Up. It then comes up with a box that is basically useless. It's just telling you that you've clicked on a link that says Seminar Sign Up. You then have to click on Seminar Sign Up again, and it will then take you to a list of available seminar groups. So because our level 2 students are currently doing this sign up at the moment, you can see here that the first group available is seminar group 4. That means that group 1, 2 and 3 are full, so they're no longer available. What you do to sign up is you have a look, you find what room you want, what time you want, sorry. It'll tell you who the academic is who's teaching, and it'll tell you the building. So if you look at your calendar and then look at the available times, pick a slot that doesn't clash with any of your lectures or other seminar groups. Click sign up, it takes you to this page, and in here you then click sign up again. You are only in the group if your name appears in this list. So here's my name under preview user. If your name is not there, you are not in the group. One way you can check that is either by going back into the seminar group, or within seminar group sign up. You can see here this one is displaying, the button has disappeared, and the letters have changed colour. You can sign up to more than one group. Don't do that. We have to spend a lot of time in the first week contacting students saying you signed up to seminar group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Which one do you actually want to be in? It takes us a long time, and it also means that other students aren't able to sign up to the groups that they want to because you have accidentally kind of taken a space by just clicking on a link. That's fundamentally it. There's not really much to know about Mole. All of your course documentation will be put within Mole. It will become available on a week-by-week basis, and you will also submit your work via Turnitin, and they will usually appear in a list in this list under kind of the main course information section. So in Lit 107 we still have the links for last year's modules up, so they need to be taken down, but what you do is you click on it. As a student, this information would be pre-filled. This is just because I kind of have master admin rights, I can do whatever I like. Your name will be there. You choose the file that you want to submit. And then you click upload. I'm not going to do that because I'll do testy. Click upload, and then if it's working you'll come up with this screen, and then you'll get a receipt that you then need to click confirm on, and then you just get a kind of standard success message that pops up. That's how you hand in assignments. The seminar sign up is relatively easy. The only real thing to be aware of with seminar sign up groups is if there are only a couple of spaces left and a few people try to go for that space at the same time. So if there's one space left and 2 people go for it, then one of you will be successful. I can never replicate this error, but it's quite common and you all report it to me. If 2 of you apply for the last one will get it, the other one will get an error message that says success, you are unsuccessful. It means that you're not in the seminar group, and again, the way to check if you are actually in the seminar group is to go into the group that you had signed up for. So I know I signed up to group 5, but when I leave student preview mode it deletes it. So if I just go again, group sign up, there's my name in the list. If I go back, and there's my name still in the list. The seminar sign up becomes available on the Friday of the intro week. Make sure that you have your username and your password and that you can actually access the site. Make sure that you have all of your modules. If you don't have your modules, contact me or the admin staff as soon as possible and we'll be able to just add you to the correct modules. My email address is j.lepiorz. For the nobody interested, it's pronounced Lepiorz. My office phone number is extension 20222, so it's quite easy to remember. And I am based with all the other English staff in Jessup West in room 1.26. That is next door to reception, so I'm very easy to find. So hopefully I won't need to see you in the e-learning sessions on Wednesday afternoon. Hopefully this will all make sense, but I will be available if anybody needs me. Goodbye.